All right, here we are. Go number 2. Welcome to the mini catalog launch party. It's Annette from Stampin' with the Bees, and nobody's here yet, but I'm going to go anyways. I decided I would come on with a surprise live, not planned whatsoever. Just thought, hey, you know what? I'm home early. I'm going to go on live and see. And maybe I shouldn't touch the screen to see if there's comments, but there was a few of you before I shut it off because I don't know why it went sideways. If the thing, I don't even know. I don't know how I did it. It's kind of weird. Hello, Michelle. All right, so the Flowering Tulips bundle is in the catalog on page 16. I was off by a page, and there's some pretty cool samples, and the thing that drew me to this bundle were these dies. They are pretty spectacular. And now what I should tell you is there is some paper that goes with, this is one of those double bundle things, sweets, double bundle Swiss sweets, which is called Flowering Fields. So there you can see there's 2 bundles. There's this ribbon that I do not have, Evening Evergreen Window Pane ribbon. It didn't really get me excited, so I didn't get it. And there's also these brushed brass butterflies. Again, not some, like, I only buy stuff that I love, and I don't love them unless, somebody like an Emma Goddard comes on and does a Facebook Live and makes something spectacular, and you have to make it. But in this case, I haven't fallen ill to that yet. And so you can see that it has these spectacular dies, and I was playing with them a little bit last night. And as you go through the launch this weekend, we're going to post the videos that Stampin' Up! Has created, and they've created one for this set. And one of the things that they told us was that this beautiful paper right here, some of the flip sides are more of a washed watercolor sort of thing with the different colors, so that you can cut the dies out of this paper and create, the tulips that have the different colors and whatever. I didn't know that until after I saw it, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cut out that paper. And then, so double bundle, it's on a couple pages in the catalog, so it's one of those massive sweet things. So there's the stamp set, which is really cool. And hopefully, I don't know if I mount, I don't have to mount them. These ones are clear ones, so those are your photopolymers, so that's cool. Because I'm wondering, and the sentiments are cool. I really like the thank you, but there's love you so much. No one deserves a happier birthday than you. That's kind of unique. There's a happy Mother's Day snuck in there, which I think there isn't really a tulip set that they've done where they don't put Mother's Day on it. Just thinking of you today is it's got lots of good font or sentiments, and I kind of think the type and the written fonts are cool. That's kind of something that I like. But I wasn't planning on using the stamp set much. I may use it for a sentiment, but what I wanted to play with were the cool dies. So I've got these ones out here, and these 3 here are all the same, but the rest of them all makes 3 different types of tulips. And then the rest of it, and I haven't put this on a magnetic sheet yet, the rest of it has some leaves and stems, and then this really cool die cuts out this bad boy, which is really cool. Maybe I should have put something dark behind that so you can see it, but it's like a neat little border. Hey, Karen. I should say hello. Hello, Donna. Hello, Michelle. Emma was here a little bit ago, but maybe she didn't come back. Anyhow, so that's a really cool border die. So I've cut that out just to see what it looks like. And it's cool, as expected. And then it's got this neat one here where I guess if you were going to do a background, you could put a neat little checkered pattern into it. And then these ones here cut out your stamped images. So to avoid you guys having to wait forever. Oh, yep, there you are. Hey, Emma. I cut out a bunch in Whisper White to play with. Sorry, I'm just going to get these back in here so we keep everybody contained and we can find it later when I want to play again. So, yeah. So, I cut out a few in white, and where's the other one? I cut out, sorry, I have bags of stuff here that I've cut out, but I don't see I had some stems too, but they might be here because I was playing last night. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of stems and leaves punched out, die cut in Granny Apple Green, Pear Pizzazz, and I think a little bit of Old Olive. And then I have a bunch of these dies that are already cut out. Did I seal that? I did. So I'm thinking I'm going to do 3 tulips. Let's just dump them all out and we'll get what we want out of the bag. And they're all going to stick to the adhesive on the edge, which is why I usually cut the lid. Alright, so there's, like I said, there's 3 kinds of tulips. Don't want to go too high up. And maybe I should set this up here at the top so that when I lay them out, you guys can actually no. I'm going to use my silicone sheet because I'm going to use it for gluing. Alright, so this, I believe, is the same one. Yes. And then, which is the same as this one. Yes. So we need one of these and one of these. And then this is one. And this is just plain Whisper White. Same. It's going to need a middle. And then I think this is a different... Nope. Hang on, there's one more that's different. Nope. This one? Nope. This one. Nope. Come on, there it is, right there. And one of these. So what I'm going to do is just push these off to the one side. I should put them back in the bag, perhaps. Get them right out of the way. And I'm thinking I'm going to do pink tulips. I don't know why, but I've had this thing for polished pink for so long. And then my sponge dauber is here. And I should get a wee little scrap of paper. So I want to stay in the frame here. And what I'm going to do is, if you'll notice, tulips, like a white tulip, for example, would be, if it had color on it, a lot of the times it'll be at the bottom. And so I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of color to the bottom. Maybe, and I'm going to do that because this piece is the same for all 3 tulips. I'm just going to do all 3 right now. This one. And you can see that there's even some embossing. Oh, that one kind of went all the way up. There's even some embossing. Hopefully you can see that once I've put some color on there. Oh. So those are those 3. And then this one is going to be part of the inside of one. So we'll go like that. We'll add a little bit of color to that one. And, nope. Sorry. Of course my phone would ring while I'm on a live, right? Now this is the back, so it doesn't really matter. But it's these edges that I want to get here. And the same with this one. Because this one's going to fold over like so. And this one here. Right now, the thing is you got to remember which way they're going to go. And I think this one goes like so. So my darkest will be on the bottom. Like that. Okay. Let's get rid of this. And then I wanted to do kind of a fancy background. I saw, no, I thought I had some white pieces cut here. Oh. Okay, I know I had a stack the other day in my hand. Oh, maybe these ones, nope. Nope. Okay, I gotta cut a piece of white real quick. Sorry, gang. I've been getting ready for today, and let's just say things are a little messy. So I'm just going to cut a piece that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Like, I might leave it on there. Photopolymer? No, I need my foam. So I'm going to put it on here. And let's say this is a birthday card. Why not, right? Starting of a new year, we're going to need birthday cards, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Nobody Deserves a Happier Birthday Than You. And it's a brand new, let's see now. Normally I would use Pool Party. I think I'm going to use Coastal Cabana just because it'll work better when I get my blending brush out. So it's a new stamp, so we're going to ink it up, and we're going to do what I show you guys on every live when it's a brand new photopolymer. We inked it up, we're going to put it on a scrap, and we're going to give it a twist, and that takes the film that comes right from the factory off. Because if you ever notice, sometimes when you stamp with a photopolymer the first time, it's not great, and so you find that you do a practice run. If you do that, you're off to the races afterwards, because now it's ready. Okay, and I want to make sure it's right side up. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to kind of stamp this all over the background. And while I have it out, let's get a scrap of white, because this might as well be my sentiment too, and I might as well use the same color. We'll stick that on here, so that will be my sentiment while we've got it out. Oh, I don't want to put this away yet. We'll put this on the chamois. Let's actually turn the phone to stealth mode, and then nobody can call me again. Okay, you're in the way. Open the chamois and set it there. Okay, and then I'm going to get out my, well, hang on. Do we have any? Oh, yeah. This one also has, where is it? Oh, right here. It has these little pluses. I just got to find a block that doesn't have a stamp on it, which apparently doesn't exist right now in my stamp room. So these are little pluses, and I'm just going to sort of arrange those or do those around the card. Some of them might not end up getting to be out and about, but because I'm going to put a circle in the middle, and I'm living dangerously because you see all that extra ink. Goodness, lucky it didn't get on my card. Okay, so now the next bit. Hey, Jennifer. School's out. Jennifer's on. I'm trying to get it done really before I have to do dinner. We're going to do breakfast for dinner, so all I really have to do is make pancakes. All right, and I'm just going to, you know what I should do? Hold on. I don't know if they're up here right now, but I should pull out the new masks if they're here. I haven't played with them yet. But I don't think they're out here. I think they're still in their box. Yep, they are. So I'm going to get an old mask so you get an idea. But I think I'm going to put a mask over top also. And really give my background some fun. So I'm holding the mask while I brush the color on, and if I wasn't in a hurry And if I had thought about it for like a second, now that shifted, I would have taped it down. That's usually what I do. But I'm just adding some color and some dimension to the background. And like I said, this is all on the fly. This is not, I didn't pre-plan this at all. The only thing I knew is that oh, that's very dark though. I should have maybe went a hair lighter, but it looks good. But stamping off my words made them even lighter, but you get the idea, right? This maybe needs some re-inking. Or dare I? Come on. Ah, ink pad's flying. Pull out my Bermuda Bay. And maybe this background won't go at all, but just to sort of darken that bottom edge was kind of what I was going for here. So, put that away. You are not invited. Alright, and so I had these embossing, but I think that will be too much. I think I need to go, nope, I want to go with this though, because I was thinking that my pink tulips would look really good on the pool party, but this background might be too busy now. I may end up scrapping it and using it on something else. Because it seems like it's too much. Know what I'm saying? It's a little much. Okay. Well, this is still on the thing. Sorry, gang. It's, like I said, I didn't plan it. I was just only thinking that this is what I wanted to do, because people make these cool backgrounds all the time. Apparently Annette's first go, she sucks at it. And I didn't stamp off. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a new embossing folder. Do you know what the name of this one is? Can you guess? It's called the Hive embossing folder. You'd think it'd be my new favorite, but I kind of like the other splats and stripes that are in the catalog. I'm just going to run this through the machine really quickly. And I know, hives have absolutely nothing to do with tulips, but it's more because I wanted some texture on my card. So there. Now you can barely see but it's not as stark, right? So let's put some dimensionals on the back of this. I'm not going to stick it down yet though, because we may need some ribbon. I'm going to bring these bad boys back in though and keep the dimensionals. So these three that are the same are going to end up, so what we're doing is we're building tulips. So I'm going to put one of these on each backing and this other one that's a different shape. They all get a dimensional. And then we know that our tulip's going to close up like so. So we're going to take our middle and I'm going to pop it in here. But it's going to be slightly higher. And then I'm going to close the tulip around it. And I'm going to put just a little dribble of glue here. And the teensy dribble of glue here. And just hold it for a minute. What I should have done is maybe added some color to the bottom. Can I still do it here? Is there still enough color on here? Nope. That's alright. We'll just carry on. So this one is going to go here. Maybe I'll keep it to the bottom then. And then this one's going to get a little glue. And this one's going to get a dribble. Are you sticking? You're not sticking. I will be back. Okay, and I probably should have pre-folded that a little bit. Do that, and then I'm going to bring my tulip up so that these two edges meet. And then my tulip will stick out a little bit. Maybe my middle should have been in a little bit more, but I don't know why you didn't stick. I must not give you enough glue. But I'm worried because I gave a couple too much glue last night, and they oozed a little bit. So I dribble and I dribble. So this one's coming here, and this one's coming here. Oh, shoot, hang on. This one is a bigger tulip, and it gets this one first. Yeah, get out of there. Okay, so you go, then you come in here, and they're sticky now because I have glue on them. And we'll just hold that. Oh, you still didn't stick. It's because there's not a lot to catch on to there. So we'll just hold those there for a minute. It's very cold here right now. Look at how dry my hands are. Yikes. That's the other thing with not planning the live, is normally I would put something on my hands before. Anyways, listen here, you are supposed to be sticking down. So let's take this block that has stuff on it and set it here. And maybe my eraser here. We'll move you up a little bit to dry, and then we'll pull out. So normally what I do is I cut these off here so that the sticky bit doesn't end up all over my stuff. Now I think I'm going to go with the pear. I'm just going to pull out some leaves, and I guess we need 3 stems, wouldn't we? One, two, 3 stems, 1, 2, 3 leaves. And I'm going to pull out this. It's not new ribbon, but it's ribbon I haven't used a lot. And it's a pretty striped ribbon. If you guys are talking, I didn't know. Joyce wrote, made it. Yum. Oh. Well, see, and my oven does not function, and I cook my bacon in the oven. So my sister is coming over, and my daughter is she's been going to her house in the mornings and doing her school at her aunt's house because it gets pretty lonely. When we did online schooling before, it gets really lonely, and we tried it a couple times and they prefer it, so that's kind of why she's over there. So they keep each other company. And now before I put my dimensionals on here, I probably should have thought about this. But I think maybe this circle could use a few pluses too. It seems very naked to me. And we should maybe, just maybe, clean that block a little bit. Oh dear, did you see that on the block? There's even more schmutz on the other side. And it's not going to be perfect because it's not flat, because of the embossing folder, and because there's dimensionals under there. But it's at least given me a little bit more interest for my happiness. Okay, so then I'm going to take, I've got one skinny stem that I figured would be sort of the long, tall, what do you call it? Tulip in the middle. I don't know that I love that these are thicker though. You know? I might. I don't know if I got more pear though. Well, maybe the stems are going to be a different shade. But I think I like the skinnier ones better. But I might just cut them off a little bit smaller and round the bottoms and I'm not worried about gluing the ends because they're going to be off the circle anyhow, and the leaves are probably going to cover them up a little bit. And I feel like I want to curl my leaves a little bit. And maybe, where do we think the mini dimensionals are? Maybe stick a mini one in sort of where I've made my sort of tunnel here. Oh. Emma just sent me an email. I don't know if she's still on there, but I think it's kind of funny that she's watching and sending me emails. So she's in her craft room working, I'm thinking. Or it's a pre-planned thing and it just does it for her. I don't know. So I did the same thing. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue at the bottom. Put my tulip leaf here. And then this last one is a little different and maybe can only have one dimensional because of the width. So we got lots of things planned. We have to go this way. So the glue is at the wrong end, but it won't matter because it'll still get stuck down. There we go. Let's see how all the kids are doing here. That one is not stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak a mini in here. And I probably should have cut it in half. Not with those scissors though. You don't want glue all over those ones because they cut ribbon. So I'm going to just take this little one and I'm going to tuck it in here where the fold is and fold it over because I know the dimensional will make it stay where it's supposed to be. And I don't know if this one needed that or not. Maybe we'll just tuck it in there just because we have it. Okay, off the finger. There we go. Now, Let's see, let's put this big one over here. I think it needs a little. We're going to put a mini up here because I think it's going to hang off my circle just a little bit. And this one would be the bud, and I'm going to put the big full-size dimensional on him. And then this one is also going to get a dimensional. And now I'm thinking you should maybe have been over a little bit. See, there's no sticky left on that one. There. I feel like you're upside down though. Maybe not. There. And then, where'd that sentiment go? Well, what color? I think I'm gonna go with a smoky slate because I think it will complement the pool party nicely. Yep. Now when you're gluing down embossed backgrounds, you want to be a little bit more generous because you've got all those crevices and such. And I like to flip it over and just give it a burnish that way because then you hit all the edges and you can't hurt anything. And all you got to do is refluff your ribbon and you're laughing. All right, sentiment. And I feel like I might want to cut it up a little bit. And I might pull this out, give it a little slice. Maybe I won't cut it up because the words go up there quite a ways into the, like the written, the cursive font is kind of big and beautiful in there. So I don't think I can, I'd have to stamp it twice, but I was just thinking I would stick it in here anyways and cover up my leaves a little bit. So maybe what I'll do, oh, the minis are under here, that's why I can't find them, is put a mini on both ends to sort of bridge the leaves that I've got, because I've got all that shape. And then we should pull out some of the new bling, which I set aside, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's all up here. And the one I haven't used, oh goodness, now I'm totally shifting you. Sorry. So I have the Iridescent Rhinestones, which are new, and they are super pretty. I've used a bunch of them already. This is the one that goes with the man paper, the sports paper. Resin Star Embellishments. I've used a few of them. I like them. They're coming in my Card in a Cup of class. And then we have the polished dots. And look, I've barely... Oh, I used 3. But I think I colored them because this side is clear and this side is pink. And I think that they would go with this card. But I tell you, I love these. I love these rhinestones. These really huge big ones, at first I was like, oh man, they're so big. But you know, they make really cool flower centers. So I'm going to just kind of tuck these in around my leaves and my flowers, and maybe bring one down here. Yeah, I think that looks good. We'll worry about the innie later, just because I just more wanted to show you the putting together of the tulips and how cool they look. I still think this one looks upside down, which means that I put the color on the wrong side. Oh, and now I've ripped everything. But I really do think... Oh, and I double dimensionalized it. Goodness. Because I really think that it's upside down. Well, hang on. If I look at the... Yeah, it is upside down. So I'll fix that one. Because see how those lines go with everything else on the embossing? So I have to fix... I'll make a new one, and when I post the card, it'll be the right way up. Because I put the dark coloring on the wrong end. But anyways, those are the tulip dies. That is the tulip bundle. I hope you guys enjoyed this card. I hope to see you around this weekend posting posting. If you make anything, if we inspire you to make anything, feel free to post it. We're going to be posting lots of projects, and I think Jen put a schedule out for the lives. There's going to be one, I think Kathleen does one tomorrow, which is Wednesday or Thursday. Then Emma and I both do one on Friday. Emma's is first thing in the morning because of the time change. The UK is 5 hours ahead of us. And she and I are already getting up at 5:30 a.m. my time to do a class, and then she's going to come on and do our Facebook Live for our group as well after that. And then mine is in the evening when I get home from work. Although I might take Friday off. I haven't totally decided, and I haven't told anybody that I want to do that. But, and then every day there is a prize post. I do not believe there's one Wednesday. I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. If you go back and look, you'll see Jennifer's put that on there too about the prize post. And then we're gonna give out... I'll show you... Well, Kathleen or I will show you the things, because I don't know where my doilies are right now, but one of the prizes is this, the Iridescent Glimmer paper, which is this, and hopefully it doesn't hurt the camera or hurt your eyes. It comes in pink. Hang on, I haven't even opened it. I haven't even looked at it myself. But it's pool party, like a light pool party. And hang on, I'm just going to cut this open, because I cut them open so that stickiness on the flap doesn't end up on my paper. So it's pool party, a light pool party, and then they just say pink. But it's a bright pink, like it's a pretty pink. I would say it's like between a polished and a blushing bride. And then the light pool party, they call it. But you get a sheet of each, and I don't know, I think they're pretty, and I'm going to use it on a card. And then, what are the other things? The shimmer paper, the doilies, and like I said, I'm not sure where my doilies are, because I was prepping a class, so I think they're over there on a table where I'm prepping. Oh wait, no, I found them. Here they are. They're right here. And they have not been cut open, but I have had them out. They come in smoky slate, no, basic gray, misty moonlight, and cinnamon cider. But the cool thing is that the other side is white. And you can use one of your blending brushes to color it. You could stamp Versamark all over it and emboss it with like gold or silver to make a gold or silver doily. You could probably even stamp on it. It's just you're going to end up with lines, so I would use the brush. Or even a sponge dauber, you can stamp on it. It's that kind of a soft surface that you probably can stamp on it. You can stamp on the colored side for sure as well. Or you can add, darker color to the edge, or you could rub it with Versamark and add just like a hint of silver or gold if you wanted. You can scrunch it up or cut it up, and it's just paper. So they have so many really cool uses that we used to have white ones once upon a time, like many moons ago. And like I knew this one demo, and she would just she'd cut it into like 4 or 5 bits, and she'd scrunch it up and she'd stick it underneath her sentiment, and it looked really cool. What's the third thing? Can anybody embossing folders? Thank you, Grace. Yes, the other one is the embossing folders, which is it's called, I think, Stripes and Splatters. And the only reason I say that is because to me this looks like water splatters. Like it looks like rain. If it had dropped on your window and you didn't use your wipers. Rain. And then this one here makes these really cool irregular, I can't even open it, irregular stripes. And it's cool. It's not finished, but I've been playing with it, and I've got like a background for a man card, and so I used those stripes here, see? And then this is the man paper, the sports paper, and so this is just a background for a man card, a masculine card. Because I have people ask me about masculine cards, so I pulled that paper out and started cutting and ripping and embossing. And so yeah, so those are our prizes. So there'll be one each day. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday there'll be a winner each day from each of us. So 3 people will win every day because there's one from each one of our demonstrator customer group. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed my quick live with my upside down tulip. And the tulip dies are to die for. No puns intended. And I hope you guys have fun this weekend. See you Friday. Thanks a lot.